Hey, what's up, everybody? So I'm about to do the Kojima name generator. I thought it'd be fun to do it on camera. I don't know if this will work out at all, but who cares? Let's have some fun with it. So I'm using this to document my results, but also we're gonna roll dice live on camera as well. So I've got my laptop here. I don't know if you can see it. I got my laptop here, and we're just gonna start right from the beginning. So the first thing, section 1, determining how many names you have. The first thing you do is you roll a d6 and you use this table to determine how many names you have. So if you roll a 1 through 5, you have one name. If you roll a 6, you have 6 alternative names, including your one main name. So got my d6 here. Here's my little rolling surface. Okay, that was a 3. So I have one name. One name. Okay. If you roll a 6, you must do this worksheet 6 more times. You do not need to complete sections 1 through 3. That's hilarious. Okay. Section 2, personal information. Kojima's characters have names that are directly related to their own character traits. This information will make sure your name fits your personality. Okay. So section 2, 1. What is your full name? Okay. I'm going to write it down. If I need to say it at the end, I will. I'm not putting it out there willingly, though. 2, what do you do for an occupation? Systems. Senior systems administrator. Senior systems admin. 2A, condense the verb in your answer to a single ER noun. If you're a sheep farmer, your answer will be farmer. Senior systems admin. I don't think any of those are verbs, right? Wait, what's a verb describes the noun? Systems? Is that a verb? No. It's like it's got to be like action, like running. Wait, that's an action verb. There are other kinds of verbs. Oh, I haven't done English in so long. What if I just say like technologist? Can I just say like technologist? Technologist. Because like systemser isn't like, that's not a verb. Admin? But like I'm not like an administrative assistant, you know? I'm just going to call myself a technologist. That sounds Kojima-like anyways. 3. What was your first pet's specific species or breed? If you never had a pet, please answer with an animal you wish you owned. My first pet would be Lily, and she's a Maltese. Oh, wait, I love that already. 4. Most embarrassing childhood memory. Be specific. One time, I was like 7 years old, and I had to give a presentation. I was in like a Boy Scouts thing, and I had to like stand up in front of a large group of people and give a presentation. And there are like, I'm gonna mute this real quick. There we go. There are like mottos and different things like we stand for this, blah blah blah. And it was my turn to like stand up and say something, and I was so nervous I accidentally repeated what the guy in front of me just said. And so it was like, my name's Reed, and we do this, and everyone laughed because like I just repeated what the guy in front of me said. And then like my brain caught up, and I got really like embarrassed, and I let out a big sigh. I went like, oh, like I realized I did it, and then they laughed harder, and then I got really embarrassed, and then I went and hid inside the podium, and I stayed there for the rest of the presentation. So I have to condense that story into 2 words. Um, Podium hider. Podium hider. That's like a 4A. Okay. What is the object you'd least like to be stabbed by? Well, that's a good question. Least like to be stabbed by. I'm going to say an axe. You know, I feel like a knife wound can do some damage, but it's like small surface area. An axe is just like there's no coming back from that. What is something you're good at? Verb ending in ing. I'm really good at knowing which Tupperware to select to transfer the contents of like leftover dinner food into without wasting space. You know, like you have a bunch of different sized Tupperware, and a lot of times people just grab one, and then there's like, oh, it only uses a third, and so you've got 2/3 of empty space in this Tupperware, which takes up a lot of space in your fridge. 100 out of 100 times, I'm gonna find Tupperware that perfectly, almost to the brim, contains the leftovers that you want to save. Um, but that's not really a verb. I'm gonna say drumming. I'm actually a good drummer. 7. How many carrots do you believe you could eat in one sitting if someone like forced you to eat as many carrots as possible? I'm gonna say like 3. 3 carrots. What is your greatest intangible fear? Greatest intangible fear. I'm gonna say dyslexia. Not dyslexia. I have dyslexia. I'm gonna say Alzheimer's. Not the same as dyslexia. I'm gonna say Alzheimer's. Yeah, my grandpa had Alzheimer's, and seeing him not remember who my dad was nearly killed me. So if that happens to my dad or if it happens to me, yeah, just put me out of my misery, fam. Or I'm gonna say like, what is that like for forgetfulness, or just can I call it Alzheimer's? I don't know how to spell Alzheimer's, but actually I may have gotten it right. Alzheimers. What is your greatest tangible fear? Grasshoppers. That's not a joke. MF grasshoppers, man. What's the last thing you did before starting this worksheet? Edited. I edited a podcast. Edited. What condition is your body currently in? Fat. Is fat a condition? I'll say fat. Favorite state of matter? It's liquid, solid, or gas, right? I drink a lot of Mountain Dew, so I'm going to say liquid. Word your name kind of sounds like? Oh, there's a lot for read. What do we do? Breed, deed, seed, seed. I think that's a good one. We'll do seed. What is your zodiac sign? A Pisces. If you had to define your personality in one word, what would it be? I'm going to say abrasive. Abrasive. All right, section 3. Who's your favorite film character? Note must be played by Kurt Russell. What's Kurt Russell's character's name in Backdraft? Quick, let's look up Kurt Russell movies. Kurt Russell. Everyone's gonna say like Ego from Guardians of the Galaxy, and to be honest, that is a good one. And I feel like Ego would work especially well in this exercise, but I'm not going to go that route. Let's see. Vanilla Sky. Escape from LA. Snake Plissken, that's a great one. Wait, he was the voice of Elvis Presley in Forrest Gump? Forrest Gump is my favorite movie. So I didn't even know that he was the voice of Elvis Presley. Now Elvis Presley. That's 16. Elvis Presley. 17. What was the last word of the title of your favorite Kubrick film? The last word of the title? Odyssey. Right? It has to be Odyssey. Because 2001: A Space Odyssey is my favorite Kubrick film. Flipping the page. Oh, yeah. Okay. 18. What is the first word in the title of your favorite Joy Division album? I have listened to Joy Division, not enough to remember the albums. I bet Joy Division's Wikipedia page is just blowing up today. Where's discography? There it is. It's the first word of the title, in the title of your favorite album. Wow, it has its own Wikipedia entry. Unknown Pleasures sounds like a good album title. It also sounds like a great Metal Gear Solid villain, or like a love interest. Ooh, Unknown Pleasures. But I'm probably just gonna pick the single entry. Just call it Closer. Okay, Closer it is. Yeah, there's really only two options there. What's a scientific term you picked up from listening to NPR once? I don't listen to NPR. I've listened to Chicago Public Radio a lot because they do 99% Invisible podcast, which is pretty good. I don't know. What's the? I listened to an episode where a guy pretended to be he tried to live like a mole. A guy tried to live like a mole, so he was blind. Let me see if I can't find that. Guy tries to live like a mole. 99 PI. There it is. Wait. Must include mole. Wait, it was a badger? Which ones are the blind ones, chat? Isn't I called you chat. Oh my gosh. Isn't it? I thought moles are blind. Guy, I'll just try guy live like a mole. I don't know. What's the scientific term for being blind? Is it just blind, or is there some other fancy term for that? Term for blindness. What is the medical term for blind? Oh, there we go. Amblyopia. Amblyopia, chat. I called you chat again. Amblyopia. Sometimes you gotta get creative with this. What is a piece of military hardware you think looks cool even though war is bad? I don't know, javelins? Javelins. Javelin missiles. Those things are cool because they shoot straight up and then they come straight down. But not right where you fired it. They lock onto the target, then they go straight down. It's kind of cool. What is something you would enjoy watching Mads Mikkelsen do? I would enjoy watching Mads Mikkelsen I would enjoy him reading Dr. Seuss books out loud. Reading Dr. Seuss books. That accent is just too good. Please condense into one word. I don't want to say reading because that seems really generic. Like, Seussing doesn't make any sense either. I'll just say reading. You know, they're not all going to be home runs. Okay, section 4. I think this is where I roll more dice. Determining your name conditions. Okay. I do. I roll a d4 here. So the man condition. Sometimes a character will have a plot device condition that affects their name. You too might have a condition that affects your name. Conditions can stack, so please make note of how many your name has. The man condition. Roll a d4. Use this table to determine whether you have this condition. Oh, so this is if I roll a 4, I have your last name will include the suffix man. So it'll be like, Reedman or Reedman or something like that. All right. D4 time. Roll the dice. All right, I rolled a 1, so I don't have this condition. 1, no man. The condition. Roll a d8. Use this table to determine what this condition will do to you. So this is like if I roll a 6, it's I'm big. Your name must have big at the beginning. If I roll a 7, I'm old, so I must have old at the beginning. 8 is you are how you currently are. Please add your answer from section 2, number 11, to the beginning of your name. Okay. I have my D8. 1. I don't have this condition. All right. Pretty boring so far. Okay. The clone condition. Roll a d12. Use this table to determine if you have this condition. If I roll a 1 through an 11, I don't have this condition. If I roll a 12, I am a clone of someone else, or you've been brainwashed into becoming a mental doppelganger of someone else. Find someone who has completed this worksheet and replace 50% of your Kojima name with 50% of their Kojima name. All right, D12 chat. Oh, oh no. All right. I'm a clone. Oh. What if my name's really good and then I gotta do some wacky shenanigans? So someone let me know whose name I can steal half of their name from. The Kojima condition. Roll a D100 or 2 D10s. Oh, yeah. I know what a D100 is. If I roll a 69, I am Hideo Kojima. If anything, literally anything else other than 69, I'm not Hideo Kojima. I have my percentage dice, my D100. I roll a 53. That's a 50. That's a 3. It was a 3, I promise. Okay. I'm not Hideo Kojima. Section 4, number 4, not Kojima. This is the condition if you are. Oh no, you are Hideo Kojima. Hideo Kojima created you and is also you. You are the man who created himself, and there's nothing you can do about it. You're in Kojima's world, your world, and that's just the breaks, pal. Stop this worksheet now. You're Hideo Kojima. Go do things that Hideo Kojima does. Section 5. Okay, this is turning into homework. Determining your name category. Kojima names fall into a finite number of categories. This section will determine the category in which your name belongs. Note, if you have a name plus 6, you will do this section once to find your true name, then you have to have an alternate name in every other category. Cool. So this one I roll a D20. And I use this table to determine your name category. Once you have figured out your name category, you can skip ahead to the section that outlines the rules for your name. Cool. So if I roll a 1, I have a normal name. If I roll a 2 through 6, I have an occupational name. If I roll a 7 through 10, I have a horny name. If I roll an 11 through 13, I have a the name name. If I roll a 14 through 17, I have a cool name. If you have a 18, 19, you have a violent name. And if you have a name that, if you roll a 20, you have a name that lacks subtext. Okay, D20. Best dice in the world. Rolled a 15. So I have a cool name, chat. Cool name. 15. Cool name. And I jump ahead to section 10. Okay. Section 10. Kojima loves to be cool. Sometimes his idea of cool is a bit strange, but it's always cool to Hideo Kojima, and that's what matters. Please rewrite your answer from section 3, number 21 here. This is your first name. Section 321. Okay, reading. Really? Roll a d6. Use this table to determine your last name. Okay. D6. Get out of here, D20. 5. Your answer to section 2, number 8. This is my last name. Alzheimer's. My name is Reading Alzheimer's. I somehow got mostly my own first name. And also kind of my last name. What the crap? This is the stupidest game. Add any conditions you accrued in section 4. No man, no condition. I'm a clone, and I'm not Hideo Kojima. That's your name. Skip to section 13. Kojima's characters know that their names are meaningful, and they will tell you completely unprompted. You too must explain your name to any potential friends, foes, or shadowy government institutions. Using the following blank to fill in your monologue, explain your Kojima name to the best of your ability. Feel free to draw from personal experience, friendships you've had, or just say some guy on the internet made you fill out an 11-page worksheet to gain this name. Hi, I'm Reading Alzheimer's. And if you're wondering how I got this name, my name is Reading Alzheimer's. I'm so mad. I am so mad that my name is Reading Alzheimer's. I don't even get anything cool. My name is just mostly my name. Oh, feels bad, man. Feels real bad. All right. That's it. End of end of video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Catch you guys later.